Morning, good morning, good morning. Now, listen, I really don't expect to have a lot of people come in because I know everybody's going to work. And right now, I took off of work today so I could just clean up a little bit and stuff like that. So, how's everybody doing? Right now, y'all, I am literally straightening up my bed right now, currently. I am straightening up my bed. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Because I hear feedback. I hear a little bit of feedback. Hold on. I think the first time, like I said on another person's panel, I think how I came in. Hey, Judge. Hey, Judge. Shout out to the Judge Evie for always supporting me. Hey, D. Shout out to everybody that has supported me. So I'm just here to basically, let y'all know that I'm back. But I'm gonna be doing things a little bit more different. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be different. Cause as y'all know, the first time I came in through somebody, I didn't know a lot of people, and me, being excited, like the big kid I am, I was just eager to like know the players and know the characters, know what's going on and know what's what and what's this, why they got beef, why they arguing amongst each other, like what's the backstory, right? And through my journey, I really found out a lot about this sector. You know, I found out a lot about this sector. And it's not a lot of great things. I'm going to be honest. It's not a lot of great things. Um, it's a lot of picking and choosing. It's a lot of hypocrisy. It's a lot of unfairness, unbalance. It's a lot of treachery. It's a lot of darkness within this sector. So y'all probably like, well, Aaron, why you want to come back if all of those things is here? Well, because for some odd reason, I wasn't keeping up that much, but I was still a little bit tapped in. Certain people I was no longer following, but there's also people that I was checking in on. Um, One of those people is definitely Manifest. So shout out to Manifest. Shout out to Manifest. Manifest has always supported me, whether she agrees with me or not. She still supports me. She still fucks with me. Also, shout out to Mel. And it's crazy because me and Mel started off wrong. Me and Mel started off wrong. But with both me and her stubbornness, it was like pulling teeth. But I think we found a common ground that we don't lie. We kind of stand on business and we take accountability. And we're moving forward. And when we move forward, we left it at that. Like we stood on it. We're gonna move forward. I'm gonna support you. You're gonna support me. And that's what it was. Also, Judge Evie. Shout out to my Judge Evie. Hey Donna. Shout out to Judge Evie for always checking on me. Um just being the sector's auntie. I would say that. She's the sector auntie. No matter what anybody may have said about her or whatever disagreements she has towards whoever she's aligned herself with or not aligned herself with, it never wavered her support towards me. She never treated me different. She never acted different towards me. And I respect her for that. And there's certain people in this sector that I still have a great relationship with. And yeah, and I still look at the girls and I'ma say this, and it is what it is. Shout out to Sammy. People like, oh, you and Sammy good. I've been squashed my whole whatever I had with Sammy a long time ago. I'm not gonna come back in the sector and go at her just because everybody else is going at her, which we're gonna talk about when I get into the T when I get into the black sector BS that's going on, or like the goings on in the black tea sector. We're gonna get into that. But um I'm not gonna come back in and just attack Sammy or disrespect Sammy or anything of that nature, because what happened like months ago or years ago, whatever, it don't matter no more. You know what I'm saying? I still was watching her, I was still supporting her, because at the end of the day, that's somebody that I really, really rooted for. I think of anybody, I really rooted for Sammy. I really wanted Sammy to win because I remember her journey, the beginning of Sammy. But we're gonna get into that when we get it. But I'm coming back in. I'm doing things a little bit differently. Um, I'm looking at the chat. Hey everybody. Uh I'm coming in by myself. That's what's different. I'm coming in by myself. I don't need no introduction. I don't need nobody, co-signing me. I don't need nobody, I didn't need nobody sharing my channel or telling people about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming in with just me, myself, and I, and doing content in the sector with a little bit of flair. I'm going to incorporate some gaming also because I'm trying to get into the gaming sphere. I'm still gaming. I'm still have all of my platforms. So I want y'all to support me on all of my platforms. My main channel, this channel, which is the Sector Inspector channel, my TikTok, my Twitch, my Instagram. Uh I just want to say, that. So I'm not going anywhere. I kind of in some way unhealthy. What is the word? Unhealthy, unhealthily. I kind of miss, the goings on in this sector. And I did, oh, and I also miss Cat. I like Cat. I like Cat. I like so many different players, but we're gonna get there. But I'm not bandwagoning on nobody's beef. I'm not, I'm not jumping into nobody's beef. I don't care about nobody's beef. I'm not like right or wrong, agree to disagree. I'm just gonna continue doing me. Because when I was gone from the sector, had a I kind of had a view from the outside looking in. And honestly, no shade, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed, but I saw certain dynamics kind of turn, flip flop, kind of do like a 180, but then some a full 360. It was weird. Um, People that I once had issues with, is no longer in this sector is, some people got called out. So at the end of the day, it's just all up in the air for me. You know what I'm saying? It's all up in the air. I don't have no malice or issues with nobody. Now, would I deal with certain individuals again? No. And we just gonna leave it at that. We just gonna, move along. We just gonna move right along. You know? We just gonna move right along. Hey, sweetie. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to know that I kind of like wrestle with it. Like, should I come back? Shouldn't I? Like, do I really want to get back into this toxic ass sector? And I'm like, I don't know. But then I was like, well, you came in with somebody before and now it's just you by yourself. So it's going to be different. So that's what made me kind of, was like, let me get back in. Let me get back in. And I'm glad. I'm glad I'm coming back in and doing what I've been doing. I'm gonna continue getting into other sectors. I'm gonna continue to get into other sectors. I'm gonna start where I left off. I'm still the sector inspector. I'm still gonna be inspecting other sectors, but it's not going to be that I'm just gonna be doing content on other sectors. So if y'all know any other sectors, please do not hesitate to email me. Okay, do not hesitate to email me and give me the rundown because all those emails are kind of lost. No shade. Um, but anyway, can we get into what's going on in this sector? I'm gonna speak on a couple of things, and I'm gonna speak on a couple, just a couple. All right, where is my handy dandy notebook? Where is my handy dandy notebook? Because I got it in my notes, y'all. So give me a second. Whew, it's hot in here. Let me put on my let me put on my little air conditioner. Let me turn off this light. Turn off this light, child. Um, all right. First order of business. First order of business. What I got on here is Sean Davy Way. Sean Davy Way versus Lady T. Now, I don't know much about that T. Um, if y'all know anything what's going on with that T, do not hesitate to tell me what's going on between the two. From the little bit what I've gathered from that T is um Lady T gave Sean Davy Way a computer. They were in some type of relationship of some sorts. I'm not too sure. I'm just gonna say allegedly. Things went wrong, and he's not giving her property back, and now it's some type of legal situation going on. If I'm correct, please correct me in the chat if y'all know that tea. I really haven't followed it. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really followed it. I thought this was a teaser. You know I don't do teasers, babe. You know I don't do teasers. Not other sector. Let's do the mommy sector. Most definitely, I want to do the mommy sector. We're definitely gonna do the mommy sector. Um, Um, so I'm not gonna go too much in details with the Sean David Way versus Lady T because I really don't know that situation. So we're gonna move right along, okay? We're gonna move right along. So yeah. Um, let's talk about Tenneke versus Sammy. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let me just say this. I do not agree. I do not agree with I do not agree with what Tenneke is doing. I have no issues with Tenneke. I have no qualms with Tenneke. I'm not involved in none of this. I'm just talking about it respectfully, but I do not agree with Tenneke. Um, I understand the origin of Tenneke's and Sammy's little disagreement. Tenneke did not like the fact that Sammy was basically cursing out supporters. Sammy did not like the fact that she spoke on it or even have an opinion about it. So Sammy expressed her frustrations with or her disapproval of Tenneke saying those things. And Sammy went further and basically told everybody in her live that she actually paid for Tenneke to go to, I think, uh DC, Virginia, wherever Judge Evie was, to go to court of some sorts. And Tenneke did not like that. Tenneke did not like the fact that Sammy divulged that information. And I kind of understand where Tenneke was coming from because, it was unwarranted. She was just saying that she just didn't like something. So it was no need for Sammy to go that far with it or say that. But I understand it was out of frustration. So Tenneke took it a step further and brought up something that was a couple of months ago that has to do with Sammy and her son Chance. As we all know, that Chance is autistic, has autism, and on her live, there was a situation where whatever happened, it was seemingly it appeared that Sammy pinched Chance while he was playing content creator or whatever the sorts. Whatever have you, child. Tenneke called her about it months ago, told her about it, like, take it down. I think she took it down. Basically, Sammy's point of view, I didn't pinch him. There was nothing like that. And then once the situation escalated between Tenneke and Sammy, I think Tenneke, that was the green light for Tenneke to basically go after Sammy because she did not like Sammy saying or divulging that you pay for me to go all the way to where Judge Evie resides. Um, Listen, right and right is wrong is wrong. I'm gonna say where each one is wrong. What Tenneke said wasn't wrong. With her telling Sammy it was wrong for her to disrespect your supporters because our supporters really support us and really get us through or whatever and love our content. So it was basically like content creator to content creator. But Sammy don't like being, chastised, or she don't like people telling her what to do. I think we've known that about Sammy over the couple of months that we have gotten to know Sammy. or whatever. She don't like being told what to do. So where Sammy was wrong, in my opinion, um, basically taking it to somewhere it didn't need to go. I don't think you needed to divulge that you paid for her to go somewhere. That was like irrelevant information. But maybe you was set out to embarrass her because you didn't like the fact that she came for you and tried to tell you what to do. I get that. So now it has escalated into Tenneke calling, allegedly, I don't know this for sure, but from what I gather from watching both of your lives, um, you're calling CPS on Sammy because of the whole pension incident. Sammy's not a bad mother. I'ma just plain and simple. She's not a bad mother. She's not an abusive mother. Um, if anybody has seen her channel, she does a lot with her son. She's very very patient with her son. She's a very good mother. I'm never going to depict um that woman as a bad mother. You don't know what the situation is. You don't know what time of day. I you just never know. I just feel like that's excessive, in my opinion. I just feel like that's excessive. But that's just my opinion. It don't have nothing to do with me, so we're gonna move along. All right? It don't have nothing to do with me. And we just gonna keep it on that. Cool? All right, Sammy versus everybody. Sammy versus everybody. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I'm not mad at Sammy for fighting back. Y'all may think that Sammy is nasty, passive aggressive, and all these other things that y'all have said about her. And I'm not gonna lie, I have said those same things months ago, years ago, but that doesn't matter now. This woman, from the beginning of her tenure on YouTube, she has been swinging for her life. She has been swinging for her life. There were people that she was cool with that, in her heart of hearts, turned on her, felt some type of way towards her, and so on and so forth. So it's like, I feel like she feels like it's always a switch up, it's always a ulterior motive of some sorts. She's always waiting for the other glass slipper to drop. And that's what it is. I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong, but at the end of the day, this is Sammy. On YouTube, we don't know Sammy outside of YouTube because we don't know what she does outside of YouTube. We can all assume what she does, but we really don't know who she really is. We all have we some of us have had conversations with her, but at the end of the day, we really don't know who she really is. So she can be playing a character, or she can be who she really is on here. Is what you presume, in my opinion. Um, you know what I'm saying? Is Sammy an Aquarius? I forgot what she is. Hey, makeup. Hey, D. I really don't know. Um, but I will say that I'm glad that Sammy is sticking up for herself. Let me just say that. She should continue sticking up for herself, whether or not people agree with it or not. Feel some type of way, it doesn't matter. Long as she keeps sticking up for herself, because that's the most important thing, to stick up for yourself. Don't let nobody move you. Don't let nobody kind of like just treat you any type of way. Like, don't do that. Don't let nobody just walk all over you. Like, that's not what we're gonna do. You feel me? So that's with that word. That's with that word. All right. So at the end of the day, it don't have nothing to do with me. Let's move along. Let's go to Judge and Kai. Where that came from? Now, I Judge Evie. Shout out to Judge Evie that's in the building. Y'all know I love me, my judge. I love my judge. You know, she's serving truth and justice. So shout out to my judge. Judge Evie reporting for duty, boo. Okay. Love my Evie. Love my Evie. I don't care what nobody talking about. That's my Evie, okay? But I don't know what transpired between. Sorry, putting in my Can y'all hear me? Cause I just put in my earphones. Can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a two if y'all can't. Mm, okay. Did a live. She was talking about Kai being disrespectful, supporting him, and talking about how he, you know, just talking grade A shit, but she was being like a mother figure. She was talking like a disappointed mother figure and was going to punish him and, wasn't going to treat him like the kid that everybody treats him. Because I've always said a lot of people in this sector treat Kai as a child and not as an adult because at the end of the day, he is an adult. So, it is what it is. It don't have nothing to do with me. But I don't know what was said, but because I haven't watched Kai live, I don't know what he said might have ticked Judge Evie off. Y'all will have to tell me that. I don't know. Hey Ange, hey Ange, is it ANJ? It's good to see you back, Aaron. Thank you. Oh, it's a little low. I don't know. Hold on. Oh, y'all want me to take it off? Y'all want me to take it off? Cause I could take it off. It's whatever. It's whatever. I could take it off. It's whatever. Hold on. So I really don't know what the issue is. So I need to know the back what the issue is. So I need to know the backstory. I really want to know where it originated from because I have no idea. From I thought they always supported one another. I don't know. But like I said, it has nothing to do with me. I don't have all the facts. So what I'm gonna do is move along. It don't have nothing to do with me, so we're gonna move along. What else? What else? What else? Like this video, y'all. Like this video. Like this video. Can we get into Nomad? Let's get into Nomad versus Ben. And this is gonna be the last. This is gonna be the last topic. Because that's why I said I'm not gonna be on here for that long, y'all. I'm not gonna be on here for that long. All right. Let's get into Nomad versus Ben. Um, I don't know. I don't know Ben. I don't know Ben from a can of paint. I don't know Ben from a hole in the wall. Um, all I remember of him, he was, I think he would be in a chat with Manifest. I remember he was always in a thing with Manifest, and that's all I remember. I never had a conversation with him. I just don't know him. I don't even know Nomad, but me and Nomad has been acquainted. I like Nomad. Even it's crazy, me and Nomad also had a back and forth, which is unfortunate because we literally had a back and forth because I was defending somebody that really I shouldn't have been defending. So, that was my mistake. That's why, coming back, I'm not defending nobody. I'm not defending nobody. Wrong is right is right. It is what it is. I'm gonna mind my motherfucking business. I'm gonna just speak on it and just move away. Just go about my day. Um, Shout out to Nomad. Shout out to Nomad. His situation with Ben, and we're gonna add Sammy if you want to, because it literally started with Sammy, them going back and forth and having this whatever. They were cool and then they fell out, and then they were cool and then fell out again. It's a lot of on and off, on and off, on and off type ish. Um, Nomad is very smart, but he is also very, what's the word? What's the word? He can be very long-winded, and he can be very persistent. That's the word. He can be very persistent on his target. If he has you as a target, he's going to be very persistent. He's not going to get off your neck. And also, shout out to Nomad. Nomad, if you are in the building, I want you to understand this. I want you to understand. I want you to understand. uh there's a person, I think when we got into it, Nomad, when we were into it, there was a person that you sought out, right? And you wanted to pay him 600 or $500 for information on me. He told me what you did. He told me that you was gonna pay 600 to $500. And I was like, that's I know who he was talking about, so I didn't really need to know the name. Honestly, I didn't really need to know the name because, Nomad, once you have locked your eyes on your target, you are willing to pay any amount of money to get the information so you could just put out there and just spray them with it. And Nomad, we gotta appreciate that about you. You're very persistent. You're very, very, very persistent. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. And please like this video. Please like this video. Do I need to put on my Wi-Fi? What do I need to do? Let me know. Do I need to put on my Wi-Fi or what? Can y'all hear me clearly? Can y'all hear me clearly? Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. We can hear one, but it was cut in and out. Okay, I don't know what the fuck to do. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you. This Nomad and Ben situation, the way they was cutting up on Sammy's panel, on Sammy's live, I I was I couldn't say I was shocked, and I couldn't say I was just flabbergasted. I was just watching like with my mouth open and kind of with a smirk a little bit. Like it was like a stuck smile. Like my smile was stuck because I was, you could say, sort of like shocked, but also kind of like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's like a nervous laugh. Like, what the fuck is going on? And the way they went so low with each other, talking about each other's kids, each other's mothers, unalived, deceased, and they went down and dirty. It was so dark, so grimy, so gutter snipe. It was just a lot. And, you know, I understand what Nomad wanted to smoke. He got the smoke. Hopefully it don't go too far with those two. Because honestly, real talk, y'all, real talk, like real talk. Men, how men deal with things is much different than how females deal with things. I feel like females, they kind of hold on to things. They hold on to it. With men, we are able to just keep it moving. Like, you know what, whatever, we'll dap it up. We got a fade going on and we'll move along. Hopefully it don't continue. But as I saw on Nomad's community wall, he's going full throttle. And Ben, I know you don't give a fuck, but he's gonna be on your head like white on rice, and I know you don't give a fuck. You don't need no advice from me. You're a grown enough man, you're older than me. He's just gonna be on your head. He's gonna be on your head, he's gonna be in your bushes, he's going to be in your op bushes, he's gonna meet with every one of your ops. He's probably gonna click up with them, probably get some information, some intel on you. Just know that. That's who Nomad is. Um, and shout out to Nomad. I have no issues with Nomad. We actually kind of squashed whatever we had. I respect Nomad. I respect Nomad. Actually, I actually need Nomad's assistance with some audio equipment. And hopefully, Nomad, you can help me with that. Um, I've always admired your tech savviness and your just you in tech. You just know your way around a computer, software, and so on and so forth. So if anybody needs help with certain things, I think they should definitely go to you. You're a very smart guy, and I can learn a lot from you, and I've always said that about you. I can actually learn a lot from Nomad. Shout out to Nomad. I like Nomad. Hey to everybody. Hey to everybody in the building. But yeah, y'all, that is all. That is all for the black sector, the black tea sector. That's all the tea I have for right now. I'm gonna go live again. Not today, I don't know, depending. But I know that the situation with Sammy and Tin is just now heating up. I can tell that Sammy is just she's pissed about what has transpired, and I know Nomad is, you know, um, honestly, I wish all of these individuals the best. I hope it don't get. I hope it don't go too far. Keep it in house. Keep it, on the internet. Don't take it outside. But because this is the black tea sector, it's gonna go there. So why am I ever? Why anybody expected to change? So I want y'all to know also that I will be bringing back content. Definitely pop culture, gossip, also gaming. I'm going to incorporate some gaming, so it's going to be some fun, as well as giving y'all the tea. What's the tea on certain things, and I'm gonna get back into going into different sectors and seeing what's that about and whatever. It's just, it's gonna be me, myself, and I coming into the sector different, more mature, not having. I'm gonna take all feelings out of it. I think the first time my feelings were involved, I felt hurt by certain individuals, and I have to. Shout out to Mel. She was like, "Take your feelings out of it." Even though you can have feelings, just take feelings out of it. It is what it is, and just continue to move forward. And shout out to Mel for that. So that is all. Until next time, y'all. I'ma bid y'all adieu. Okay. More content coming soon. More the sector inspector coming soon. And thank y'all for just, I didn't know I was gonna have this audience. I was literally expecting like 5 or 10 people, probably three, you know. But I'm back. I'm back. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that participated in the chat. Um yeah, I'm getting my feet wet, y'all. I'm getting my feet wet. So with that being said, later, have a great Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. TGI Friday. Get a drink, get a blunt, and have a great day. Later, guys.